I saw some posts earlier that apparently Kim's jacket is becoming a bit of a fashion icon. There is a high demand
Kim's jacket.
For Kim's jacket, yeah.
Not the jacket that says piss fucker on the back.
Yes, no.
It does not say piss fucker. It says something else.
It says something, yes.
Probably shouldn't wear in public.
Piss fucker is totally acceptable. You could walk into a family restaurant.
Would be an acceptable thing to wear in public, and that's the ironic part. They had to be as transgressive as possible to make it funny. Which normally I'm like, well, why don't you just dial it back a bit and not use the slur? But in that case, it actually makes me laugh.
It's the only word they've censored in this game, even in spoken dialogue.
Well, it's also the word where if somebody calls me that, I'm going to like pop them in the mouth. Sure. I had there are plenty of things you can call me and I won't have a reaction, but
I used to have a lot of incidents when my hair was long, very insecure dudes shouting out of car windows and such. And it always made me angry.
So you can't get them. You gotta like hurl a brick at them, but that's kind of tricky because you gotta calculate trajectory as you drive away.
They're smart enough to at least know to look at me and realize they don't want to say that within like arm's reach. Which is unfortunate, because then I'm just left impotent and angry.
All right, the big finale. Are you ready to solve the case? We're not going to finish today.
I was going to say, we've been playing this game for a million years.
It's still going to keep going. We're only day 5, right? I can't see the day counter.
Yes, day 5. Oh, it's under my tip jar. I keep forgetting there's important information down there that is being blocked out. Yeah, so I don't know how many days are in this game, but we are on the 5th one of them. Hardcore.
Time is a little bit of a suggestion in this game. It doesn't necessarily have to end at the same point, but
I'm kind of anticipating, and this is just because Gods Will Be Watching is so close in my head to this game. That like on day 7 or whatever, the police are just going to show up and be like, fuck, everything exploded. We got to go get the rest. The mercenaries are coming right the fuck now.
Yeah, so we do know about the tribunal that they are trying to figure out who killed. They're doing their own investigation, and when they're done, they're going to do something about it.
Yeah, and it's probably going to have a lot of collateral damage for the poor schmucks of Revachol.
Was there anything else in the church? Because I remember we kind of stopped in the middle of something.
The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened.
I will go check, but first I want to see if this structure could have been used to take the shot.
From here to the wiling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Stupid church.
Church is in the way, so probably not from here. We do have those other 2 locations. Or there were 3 locations. Were there 3 locations not on the deck?
I thought there were 3.
Yeah, one of them was like on the boardwalk. One of them, I can't remember. We might have to look at our notes.
Yes. I think what we were doing in the church was trying to learn how to dance.
Oh yeah, and we failed miserably because it was a really high check.
Yeah.
Because dancing is impossible and no one can actually do it.
What's the dancing? Oh, come on, dog. I'm sure that if you went out and actually got on the dance floor, you'd find you really enjoy it. Is what people always want to tell me, and
that
others
has nothing
who don't
to do
dance.
with doing it right.
Everyone wants to tell me, like,
savoir-faire.
Yeah, our best stat.
This may be one we never pass.
We got the savoir-faire check and the interfacing check for that fucking door over there, which...
Interfacing is a red check, too.
Yeah. Our stats are pretty well maxed for both of those. We could take some drugs. but
Yeah. Do we have any drugs active right now?
Not at the moment.
No, we do not.
Okay. So let's see. We haven't gotten any new thoughts in a while. And I guess we haven't researched these three. Anything we feel like throwing away for Cop of the Apocalypse?
We've got a pretty solid set, so I don't know what you want to. Inexplicable feminist agenda could be.
Yeah. As much as I like that for flavor reasons, I feel like we've done enough to establish our feminist bona fides. They go hand in hand with the communism. Speaking of which, does Communist Book Club meet every night?
Yes.
So we can go back there.
But, like, okay, top on the list is getting our gun back.
Yes, we need to find our lost gun.
22. It's 2200.
Getting the controls back. It's been a minute. It is currently 2200, or we have... Here we go. Someone's been running around with your sidearm pretending to be a police officer. You must meet her near the old fish market at 2200 to get your service weapon back. Just walk past the fishing village until you see the boardwalk. Perfect. And it is currently much earlier than that. So we have time to kill.
We could help sooner.
Yeah, we've got the ravers moved in, so do you have any new thoughts?
Yes, what is it?
How's the project going? I see that your neighbors have moved in, but all I hear is a note of dance music.
What?
This is HBD's new voice, by the
What
way.
did you say?
I said, how is the project going?
I can't hear you. The music is too loud.
The project, how it goes.
Oh, the project. It's not going well.
Why?
There's that guy. I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers.
Seriously? That's it? That's the whole problem? I mean,
we're gonna have to solve this somehow.
have you ever plugged in a headphone jack?
I don't know how we're gonna make it work, but somehow it's gotta be done.
Sorry, can you repeat that highly technical, complicated procedure?
Egghead! A 3.5 cable! Into the auxiliary input! Okay?
Why don't you just ask him?
He doesn't listen to me! He only ever seems to care about hardcore and Yekokata! A place to be, apparently!
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, so
Maybe you can get through his...
fortunately we've already gotten through to
rhymes.
Egghead.
Now, I need to know, is this a ring tip sleeve?
Let me know
I don't know
how
what
it
that means.
goes.
So, look at a 3.5 plug next time you see it. See these two black lines?
I don't really see. You know that your camera does not focus
Probably not.
that close.
Probably not.
I think I know what you're talking about. The two black lines on the.
Yeah, there are two black lines on the shaft. So the tip of the plug is one channel, and then there are going to be one or two or three black lines. Each one of those is a separate channel.
I see.
So the way it works is if it's ring sleeve, it only has one black line, or if it's tip ring, it only has one black line, and that's going to provide a left output and a right output. If it's tip
Okay.
ring sleeve, it'll have two black lines. It'll provide a left output, a right output, and a shielding wire. That way you get higher quality stereo audio.
Ah, yes, like those gold HDMI cables that are made entirely out of gold, which is, as we all know, prevents against signal ghosts.
Yes, but in this case, it actually works. All my cables came out. I'm being attacked by cables.
What? Why are you fiddling with your cables?
Because I pulled out the 3.5 for the gag, and all of the other cables that were tied up into it came out of the drawer, and I'm now being eaten alive. I will organize my cable drawer one day. It's all about balanced stereo signal.
Yeah! Harder car!
Egg, can you please do the thing with the cable and the speakers?
Mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary! What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5?
I don't think a 4.5 is a thing unless that's like a German.
Oh!
It might be a thing in this world.
Maybe?
Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Oh my fucking god.
We need an adapter.
The little one is a 3.5 and the big one is a 1/4 inch. There's no such thing as a 4.5 millimeter adapter.
Oh no, we're going to be in this church forever.
Yes, Kim, we are.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for it right here.
There you go.
Hang on, this is a 4.5. We're all good people.
God damn it, Egghead.
Oh, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Great!
Well, I mean,
Someone
she's
get
not an
through to
audio.
him.
Well, is she an audio
Okay,
person?
Let's get
Yes.
it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Egg, the music.
Everybody, don't panic. I'm going to turn off the on-off for just a sec for a special scheduled event.
Wait, 4.4 millimeter jack sounds. Well, where are you seeing this?
The on-off will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. All right, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes, and then I'll turn off the music.
Do it, Egghead. I believe in you. I have to Google these 4.4 millimeter audio
Back on
jacks.
the case, no disgrace. Bring it down to party place.
Party place.
The first page of the second chapter.
Could it be? Maybe for him. You only have a chapter or two left in you. Last of the penultimate, or like.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm seeing tip, ring, sleeve, 4 millimeter audio. It's from somewhere called Moon Audio. Huh. Wait a minute.
Yes, what is it?
You plugged in the cable. You can unmute the speakers.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Nope, 1/4 inch is 6.35 millimeters. I was about to say this is going to be embarrassing if I just don't know metric conversions.
Maximum! Maximum is the only way!
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Just slightly sub-maximum.
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
You're going to blow out your
Blue
speakers?
style. Okay, there literally is no other way. The mixing desk is glued to maximum.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
I think what he's trying to say is that the button is stuck.
Of course it is.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of
All right.
5. Everyone
We tried
ready?
to do this last time, but we
Here-
couldn't.
So we're gonna hear whatever it is she's looking for at maximum volume.
Yes, we are.
Ready your ears, folks. Insert plugs if needed.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the
Earplugs.
air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Of course he does.
Born ready. Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
It seems to me like Egghead's doing all the work. What the fuck are the rest of you doing here?
Nods stoically.
I am held captive to these events.
Suddenly, your palms are sweaty. The church seems cold and large. Somehow.
Let's do it!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls.
Take me to church.
In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the
Oh, no.
speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate.
We've let out Karaoke Cthulhu.
It's out there now, in the world, made manifest.
No physical instrument check for that.
Everything.
Half-light check.
The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Guys, what's going on?
I feel like we've destroyed the universe. The idea is too good, it's breaking the universe.
Getting louder.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar, swallowing entire coastlines on its way. Salvation. He's peaking. The worst high he's ever been on.
Oh no. What's that weird rattling sound?
Beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
No, Egg! It's the window!
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously, his eyes searching for a possible evacuation route.
The window is going to come down. No, the roof!
Cracks appear on the stained glass window.
Oh no.
Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to us! Love!
Maybe we
They
should
can't
run.
know.
It's shaking the building's foundation. The floor twists. A great pulse arises in your flesh.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Oh, I want to dance with somebody.
I want to feel the hit!
It doesn't stop. A seal? Have you?
With
Oh, shit.
somebody to love.
I've turned it off! Andre, pull the compressor! The place is gonna come down!
Fuck! I can't shut it up! The signal's passed! It's not in here! It's...
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feedback loop. This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you.
That's almost how that works.
Somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
Whatever you do, don't stop it. I need to see where this goes.
Then it stops.
Damn.
Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Egghead.
I pulled the plug! It was getting too hardcore. You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
Too hardcore to explore.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. You can use it.
Hang on, before you continue. Sulislaw. Who is Sulislaw? Is that the dice lady?
I don't know.
I don't think it. Like, maybe it was one of the programmers or the lead on the project.
Let me see. No, real quick. No, I don't want to open my photo gallery. Fuck off. So, doesn't come up on the wiki. Must be
Yeah, don't worry about it.
like their investor or something.
I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's the start.
You're gonna write Sulislaw?
Yes, our lead designer.
Ah,
And maybe
okay.
some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear.
That it wasn't her fault. Or theirs.
They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway.
I was gonna turn my phone off, but I actually need to keep that on for the time being.
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
Don't do it. What was it,
It
though?
was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically, I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
What could it be?
Is it the pail? Is it the sound of the pail?
Adjusting after the exposure.
Well, I think that's the most obvious answer.
Stay here. I'm
'Cause
going
what
to
else
stay
could it
here
be?
with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Suliswolf. Also devise further measurements.
Mariah Carey trying to compose a new Christmas album.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
Very chill.
I don't care, but thank you.
Whatever.
I really like the church here. Like, when you set these people up together, because they're really
Now,
fun.
I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation.
Now, I pulled
to
the
all
plug because I
this,
thought I was going
or
to
the letter
die.
will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes. And we have to get back to
But I see it's one of those
stabilizing
choices that doesn't really matter.
Egghead will save the day regardless.
Loud bass noise of unknown origin.
It is extremely funny that you can get Egghead to say the song. Egghead probably jumped up a couple tears on the character list. All right, form a theory on the 2mm hole in the world.
All right, let's go put on my
Put on your logic pants.
logic clothes. Yes, yes. My apocalypseness is giving me bonuses on that.
That's cool. Oh, and we just took Cop of the Apocalypse, and it's already benefiting us.
Yes. So, what? All right, are we?
If we have
wearing-
any logic drugs, I don't know if we do.
Logic is. I think we have cigarettes for this. Minus
Oh
one
yeah, cigarettes are
controls.
very logical.
It makes sense to smoke. Smoke,
Yeah,
kids.
it does.
I'm seeing all kinds of studies now like, why are cigarettes becoming more popular in the recent last couple of years? Like, why the fuck do you think?
Why not? Like, that's all I have to say about it. Like, why not?
Everyone's stressed out.
Also, things to have a tendency to, you know, have a wavelength to them, you know? Like they go up and down.
I feel like quarantine pandemic living has pushed that wavelength way up in terms of vices.
Wavelength is not the right word, but it's all the only word I can think of right now.
Yeah. Well,
there you go.
We have so much logic clothes. Look upon my outfit and behold.
You don't have to.
6.
You already have. A long time ago.
So it's the origin point of the pail.
What?
The swallow. It's a baby pail. It's how it starts.
Yeah.
The Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
No, we're 20 meters from the very edge? What?
She looks up into the darkness under the nave, then back at you.
The pail is only an effect, a transition between the world and that.
What is that?
It's nothing. No, it's less than nothing.
It's less than nothing. Never was.
Then the Pale is
Simply curdling milk.
the milk. It clearly hasn't started curdling yet. We're here, and the Pale is not.
One day when it's larger, it will
I
be.
understand. A theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes, like a cancer or a mold, erupting in points inside the world.
And this is one of those places.
According to this,
Of course, it had to start somewhere.
Until it starts, it's already started.
and information, causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or if it has other effects in addition to sound and data?
Why wouldn't it form in a church?
Religious dogma is just inherently opposed to art and information.
Intellectual hunger fills her now.
And reality.
Casting fear aside.
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How
That's
do
why
you
it's
know
eating
this?
reality.
I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious as to how a detective of the RCM
Knows how to think this.
Oh. Nothing sufficiently dramatic. The church formed around
Of
it.
course, a pine wood sarcophagus, or a containment facility of some kind, built by the first settlers.
Or religious practices we've
I have
forgotten.
considered the same. The bad news is there were 7 pinewood churches built in the first decade of Revachol settlement. Most of them were burnt down during the revolution, or repurposed before, during the suzerain. I'm not saying all of them have one in them, but
Some of them might.
Oh no.
Grain hanging in the air.
I think I've had this thought before.
an amateur anthropomedic police officer. I'd like to say I've heard stranger things, but I'm not sure.
I am the goodest of good cops. Oh, Kim
Really
trusts
gets him
me.
to trust you. Huh.
Hey, that's good considering some of the dodgier choices I've made.
A millennium.
Oh, hey T-Sod. Thanks for that resub. And we are back.
yes, it is very interesting. But I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess. One that's going to have to be proved by anthroponetic scientists.
I'm an anthroponetic scientist. Look at my outfit.
You think
I
the
don't know what
presence of that
anthroponetic
puncture
means.
has somehow
Study of entropy.
the outcome of events here?
Of
You can say software
the
development.
nature of the universe to fall into disarray.
Sure.
Pretty much that's what I figured. That like I wasn't expecting a whole lot of details on the Pale, just considering this game like cool. We need some present entropic force.
We need entropy to be actually present in the world itself.
Exactly.
More so than you actually
She already
can
knew
physically
everyone when she
interact
heard
with.
it. Some kind of
If only to like have something to look at our main character and be like, okay, he fits here. All the failed businesses and ideologies. There's something wrong here.
I told the producers we need to go and move to a normal office building with amenities. But no, the artists like the milieu, the writers like the history. I told them.
Yeah, and I like reasonable working conditions.
Yeah.
I should let people know they're still working in there about this. That's basically just the dice maker at this point. They might be affected.
You mean Plaisance and the dice maker? There was almost no one left when we...
Al,
No, just a dice maker.
I don't think Plaisance would survive this knowledge.
Go tell her.
One day all the world will be like the 2mm hole.
Goes in through the hole in the stained glass window, cold and moist.
I'm
Do we
going
gain
to
a
leave
thought from that?
out.
We did. Cleaning out the rooms.
Some of this I can use to start to explain this to the rest of the team. Maybe I'll sound mad, but
Man, you will
Guys,
certainly
our life's
sound-
work didn't get lost because of negligence.
one
It
more
was because
thing.
of an anthroponetic hole in the
Maybe a
world.
plaque for anodic music isn't
Near the-
worst
near the
thing you
office.
can erect around this part.
The embodiment of decay had it in for us. We're totally in the clear. This club is the only thing keeping the place and the rest of reality
I
together.
wouldn't go so
No,
far
yeah,
as to...
Yeah!
Egghead, please interject. Yes.
Once the light is on in the universe, it will never go out.
Egghead, you are the gatekeeper of sanity.
Thank you, Egghead.
He kind of is.
Shall we? We have an anthroponetic detection to perform in this district.
What's with the radio ghost and the doorbell, though?
The creepy woman! We were wondering about that when we worked there, but I had completely forgotten about it ever since. It must be anthroponetic crosstalk, the one you get in radios and long-distance calls. Now it makes sense, with the pail right on the doorstep.
Incredible. This would also explain why we get it on the police radio all the time.
Anthroponetic crosstalk, you say?
It's quite common, actually. When the signal gets routed through Pale, all kinds of irregularities take place. You may hear snippets of someone else's conversation, or the voice of your former lover, or an echo of an event that took place 100 years ago. Pale is a shroud of memories, and it doesn't really distinguish to whom those memories belong to. You could hear anything.
Thank you. That makes sense.
Anytime.
So that is very similar to the main premise of how things work in Death Stranding.
Okay.
In Death Stranding, it's all done through the afterlife, but since there's a time dilation between life and death, you know, the whole, like, in your dying moments, your brain cycles up and you see, you know, it processes like 1,000 times faster than it does when you're alive or some shit like that. Have you heard of this phenomenon?
Yeah, the DMT hits.
Yeah.
Actually, I heard that that's not true. I heard that the brain doesn't actually produce DMT when you're having a near-death or death experience.
Well, the idea of it was at least enough for Kojima to extrapolate from. Whether it's actually, you know, true or not. In this universe, it's true. And that creates a time dilation between life and death. And so the first thing people thought to do was, you know, we could route ISBs through that. And since time takes longer in the afterlife, it could process file packets so much faster by the time it comes out the other end. We could just send terabytes of data in seconds.
Huh.
And that's kind of what caused all the ghosts to get pissed off. I'm simplifying extremely, of course, but, you know, more or less.
Well, we've got about 9 hours to burn.
Now, let's see. We gotta go tell the dice maker that shit's about to go wrong. Is it just me, or is there like a tunnel vision effect that wasn't here before on the screen?
Yeah.
Is that... What's up with that?
I don't know.
Death Stranding's really good. Everyone play Death Stranding.
No.
Well, not you. Everyone but
not.
Dog play Death Stranding.
I'm gonna deliver packages. I'm gonna get fucking paid for it.
You get paid
Fucking
in
pay me,
likes.
Kojima.
You get paid in likes. It's a post-capitalist society. It's all about doing good for your fellow human.
It's also a hellscape.
It's also about a hellscape, because a post-capitalist society is going to inevitably be a hellscape due to the industrialization of the last couple of 100 years. See, I tied it back into disco. Also, you have to have a baby.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Raqus and the fetus. It's so meditative, though. It's so good. Like, I never thought gameplay based around walking and not falling down would be so immersive. Okay. I'm remembering the map. No, I'm not. This way. The soundtrack's also really, really good. You know what is? Postman with Kevin Costner? Norman Reedus' baby? Oh, yeah. No, it's very quap. I spent 150 hours playing hyper-technically advanced quap.
This might be the day where we buy a book.
I think I have several books, but I've also got a lot of money, so...
Yeah, like, money's no object at this point. We've got 140 real.
I basically can't afford... Are you gonna give me your sandwich?
No, you permanently lost that sandwich, remember?
God damn it, I have to go start a fascist street gang then. Sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, the bookstore.
Yes. Well, first I'm gonna go tell the dice maker about the things.
Okay, yeah.
Um...
Only because I feel like we're running out of things to run around and do.
Yeah, my one hesitation to just burning time with a book is like, but there's so many side quests. But I
That's
feel
true.
like
We can see what we got.
But we're starting to get to the bottom of the barrel, at least of what's currently available.
Yeah, you have done a lot of stuff.
If you thought Night in the Woods was glacial, check this shit.
Oh yeah, no, I had no pretensions about how slow this was going to be. That's why I was like, oh, I'm just take it one day at a time.
Yep. But it's also
we're more than halfway though.
It's also the kind of game though where when you want to do like repeat playthroughs to check out other content, it'll be really easy because like, okay, all of the mainline dialogue I can just skip it.
Most of it,
for
the most part.
Like, I've seen all this before. It's very similar to a visual novel that way.
I wonder if I could convince Slowbeef that Pyre is a visual novel.
It kind of is.
Oh,
Has Beef not played Pyre?
Are you looking for a die?
No, I don't know if you would enjoy
Meaning
it.
the curse that I'm spared of because I live outside its
But I think it would be
middle
funny.
reach?
I
So
mean,
you'd have to do it for Visual Novel Book Club.
he does have his visual novel book club. He and Madison also play, like, you know, do their fight house or whatever they call it.
Yeah, Fight Palace.
Fight Palace. And like the sports ball aspects of Pyre have, you know, very similar, you know, kinetic input to fighting games. Sports games and fighting games are kind of, you know, in a similar concept that way. So he might enjoy that.
I don't know about that one. I know friends that play fighting games that would probably have exact words for you for that statement.
Hey, Ryudo, if you see this, tell me why I'm wrong.
How are sports and fighting games different? Ryudo. He didn't end up going to MAG, so I didn't get to see him.
I saw his tweet about getting stuck in the airport. I was so sad for him.
Studio got caught in the airport too. He missed what you call it, transfer flight.
Yeah. There's a 2mm hole in reality located in a church on the other side of the canal. I think it might be related to the Pale.
Excuse me?
Yeah, no, that was such a... I wasn't even involved, and that was a bummer.
This can't be true.
I'm afraid it is, ma'am. Sona Lukanen killed the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident made the discovery.
Sona is involved in this? So
You're
it's even worse than I thought. It's not just the commercial area that's cursed, it's the entire world.
She looks outside the window where daylight has filled the yard.
I don't know. They're both very, like, 1v1 competitive, even if it's, one team v one team. Like, it's a very diametrically opposed.
Okay, in the sense that
competition.
maybe you could compare it to, like, maybe Marvel versus Capcom, where you've got, like, 3 characters.
Mm-hmm. And you've got a... Well, I mean, yeah, specifically Pyre with the 3 characters and you switch them out thing. But, you've also, like, your gameplay is based off very specific, combinations of button inputs.
Ooh, psychology. Yes, you could say it has the same psychology as fighting games.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'll buy that.
Yeah, there might be more to this half-baked thing that just fell out of my mouth than it first appears.
No, I deny it entirely. Is the whole world doomed? I don't know what to tell this lady. She's so nice.
I mean, don't worry about it. You've been doing fine so far. I'm sure it's nothing.
Considering the fact that the world is collapsing on my porch? In any case, thank you for stopping by. It's good to have an answer, even if I can't claim to understand it fully.
So that's like the question, right? If the world's gonna end tomorrow, do you want to be kept in the dark so you don't have to stress about it? Or do you want to be told so that you could fuck it, party?
Say, yeah, at least that.
Like, I don't know, because I know my levels of anxiety. They bad. Guacamelee feels like a Metroidvania that used fighting game. Yes, I would wholeheartedly agree. In fact, I think that's what makes Guacamelee so fucking amazing. Is how the combat moves double as traversal moves, and it's done very elegantly. I fucking love that game. The second one got a little They didn't have enough ideas, I think, for a whole second game, that then they had to kind of make the rest of it happen, and it got a little thin, but...
I say.
Have you played Guacamelee or 2?
No, I've seen it played. It looks all right.
Yeah, no, it's a very good
Maybe
time.
not like exactly my kind of game, but I mean, it's a Metroidvania, and I do play those.
And like, there is definitely some platforming challenge, but it's not like, it's not impossible. It's almost impossible. There are parts of that game that I had to like set down and walk away from for a while, but they're ultimately doable. And they're pretty generous about like checkpoints and making sure like, okay, you have to do like 1 or 2 challenges at a time. They're not going to make you string out a whole half hour of bullshit in one perfect run.
Let's buy a Dick Mullen book.
Wait, that's the cop. Okay.
All right, because I remember it being kind of amusing, or at least I think we saw the part that made me laugh, but it was like crime fiction is an abomination, you know, and they you know, it vastly oversimplifies the you know, the amount of stress it puts on the people who do it, you know, investigating in general, and also how simple, you know, the process is.
I was watching a movie with Sid's family over the break called Wind River, and it's a FBI murder investigation type. And there's a bit where they go to the morgue and they're talking to the scientist, like, okay, can we get the lab results? And the guy, like, I think they put this scene in just to make this point, where the guy's like, yeah, no, we sent them off to the lab. We'll get the results in about 4 weeks. And I'm like, damn it, that's not fast enough. We need to know sooner. But also, like, I'm so tired of every fucking police procedural and crime movie being like, oh yeah, the lab results, they'll be done in 6 minutes. We'll have all the DNA we need. Fucking forensic all over this bitch.
Shelves filled.
Like, that's not how any of that works.
The supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen.
Look at the books.
Fiction is a disgrace.
Here we go.
An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure thing.
Sure.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The stalwart adventures of Richard.
You gotta love this voice
The
actor
Orchard. The sordid affair.
for soldiering through lines like this.
And not changing his tone at all.
You want me to say how many words of complete nothing?
At this point, I would just be like, yeah, I'm getting paid by the word, so...
The final case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the clock tower. The ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's funeral pyre.
Dauntless Dick is my stage
Murder of
name.
Dick Mullen.
Are there any more?
There's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Reaction speed.
Wait, 1 second. Just in case.
I don't know if we've got any... Oh, maybe like those shoes?
I'm pretty sure I've got like a pair of gloves somewhere. Oh, I got this hat. Still no idea what this means. +1 to Kingdom of Conscious Moralist.
No idea.
Doesn't even have a color.
There's one. I just bought some shoes like that.
Like the
Like the found sneakers, yeah.
like the laceless with the big patch on the front.
Not quite, but you know, a pair of sneakers.
I've got these really nice like kitchen shoes, you know, with the big like smooth toe and the super grippy bottom, but they also have steel in the toes.
Oh, that sounds fancy.
They're super fucking nice. It was like $50. They looked good when I bought them. They're beat to shit now because, you know, they're work shoes, but
Right.
they're durable and they do the job. And god damn, for $50, I'll take it.
Okay, yeah. Kingdom of Conscience is the gradualist philosophy, the one you wanted to hit with a crowbar and called worse than traditional liberals.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. But it's not
that does ring a bell.
It's not a stat, though. Meth is a stat. Give me meth. Oh man, you want to hear some tread-lib bullshit?
Not really, but go ahead.
The Democrats have a campaign plan for 2024. They're not convinced that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris can stand up if Dickhead runs again, so why not Hillary Rodham Clinton?
Vespertine detective, your quick eye notices a
This is
small
not where I
caterpillar
wanted to find
crawling
this
across
out.
the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
What do we have here?
A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this speak to me? Who did I kill?
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
I am a complicated guy full of
Then
contradictions.
this is the book for you.
I want to buy this book!
Of course. Such violence and immorality. I mean, enjoy.
Placence, can I ruin your life? Can I tell you about everything despite the fact that I said I wouldn't?
Hello again, esteemed officer.
I had a few
Okay, but
questions.
please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
Never mind.
I've gone to
Keep
the
living
walls
with your
help to keep
curse.
the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Yes, the Simonees are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
That sounds vaguely racist. How do I get out of this conversation?
Oh, this! There are numerous...
I don't want to talk to you.
It doesn't seem like
Go
the
on.
spell is working. There are no customers.
Sir, I am well educated in the commercial and esoteric arts.
How did you
I
get so
know
stuck in
what
this
to do.
I
conversation?
don't know.
My voice is too much money. It's not good.
Let me out.
Void.
Okay.
Such wraiths may prove it.
Fine. We'll say everything then. We'll just say everything.
Placence, let me go.
This conversation just turned into like an I think you should leave skit.
I think I should leave. God
I think you
damn
should
it.
leave.
I want to.
Never mind, I had other questions.
Jesus.
Okay, there you go. Have you seen that show?
No, I've heard incredibly good things though.
Newbie just brought his like PS4 into the room and just played the whole first season, and I only saw the first couple episodes of the second season and was like, yeah, pretty good, I guess. But man, I'm still thinking about some of the bits. They really stick in your head. There's one very similar to like Pick Up the Phone, but done in a very different way.
Oh, okay. It's like improv sketch comedy, from what I understand.
It doesn't feel like improv. It feels like they're all the thing they have most in common is that they're very uncomfortable situations.
Mm-hmm.
But it's usually uncomfortable situations because somebody is acting very weird in a funny way. It's okay. The one with the hot dog guy in the hot dog suit, and he's saying, "We're all trying to find the guy who did this."
I've seen that.
The setup for that is that a hot dog car drove through the front wall of like a store, and he's in the hot dog costume, just being like, "Yeah, I don't know who did this." And that's the bit, pretty much. And he's like, he starts slowly stealing things as he's like, man, we're all so buried in our phones as a society. We don't really communicate anymore. And he's like, casually steals some things, puts them in the truck, and he's like, well, if no one wants this hot dog car, I guess I'll take it. All right, so what side quest do we have?
There's a bunch in the church. It occurs to me I forgot to talk to Noid and Egghead before I left about...
Okay.
Noid, I still need to sync up our signs, and Egghead, I need to make his jam even harder core. And then we've got... Oh, we got a bunch of things we can talk to Titus and Gart right now, actually. And since we're on this side of town, let's go do that.
Okay.
Trying to minimize all the as much running back and forth as possible, since the fast travel is being finicky again.
I just don't know how it works, if that's a bug, or if it's like, no, you can only use it in very particular circumstances.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought
it was added into the game after I played it.
Yeah, I thought it was like available after, like available once you were outside, but then I just tried it outside and it didn't work.
Wow. Just wow.
Oh, we haven't spoken to him since karaoke night.
Cathartic experience. Because for the rest of us,
it was brilliant. Judge not my art.
That
really to go there.
My fucking screechy rendition of St. James Infirmary or whatever the fuck that was.
Say, this is about your
the smallest church in St. Sands.
You don't understand my performance. Those high notes, I purposefully shredded them to convey a strained, worn-out sadness.
I get it.
Oh, like the
You're
Arcade Fire guy.
purposefully shit. So original. I'm not letting anyone up there again. Ever. Now, what did you want?
I saw something.
Great. I love those.
What if I told you I got into the back room behind the blue steel door?
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really, really holding himself back here. It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind the door.
Aren't you gonna ask me what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Skeletons, a mausoleum of the dead.
Haha, what's actually behind there?
Pinball machines. It's a pinball workshop.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there?
Do you want to play?
The order, I mean.
Because I might be up for a game.
No, I was just wondering if you found
wants to play
pinball
with
machines there.
Gart, why don't you want to be my friend? I'm your friend.
He was wondering about something business related, about how much money he could make of one.
I feel a capitalist plot coming up.
Capitalist plot. The pinball we have in the corner now is broken. I want to diversify the entertainment options. It wouldn't hurt
Guard,
to get a little.
do you know how to
life in
maintain
here,
those things?
Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now. Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
Claudia, in room number 3. She nicked the phone line. Nah, let's not give her any more shit. She's had enough of a day. There's a peephole in the wall.
What wall?
Upstairs, secret back room, right next to Claudia's bedroom. I found it when I found the pinball machines.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the Whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
Enough that you'll give me a discount on the rent.
The color.
Well, we don't care about the rent.
I know, but I do want the discount.
What a shame to fix such a good peephole.
Shut up, electrochemistry.
Couldn't you keep the hole there? What if there are hotties staying in the room? Hotties, I say. Are you sure you haven't been spying on your guests?
Absolutely not. Fuck you for even implying it. It wasn't me. It wasn't my stuff.
Oh no, we seem to have rousted him.
Look at it and ascertain what it was.
Well, he's definitely not lying. He wouldn't endanger this business like that.
Sir, he was only asking a question. It's his job and mine. See that it's covered.
Thank you, Kim.
Yes, I absolutely will. Sorry, it's been a bit of a day. And now a hole in the wall.
Well, you've been notified.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment?
I have to warn you, I may have discovered that the Whirling is part of the doomed commercial area.
Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
Entropy cares not for your postal marks.
Of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
The Whirling is listed on the intercom outside and is one of the businesses in Building B. You should get your wiring fixed. I tried to call and I couldn't reach you.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling.
Well, the Whirling was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade before it failed. It's only a matter of time before the Whirling fails, too.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework, these high ceilings, the nice rooms, well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost...
He's done a fine job, too. Though he's spoken of the place dismissively before, the hostel is actually very important to him.
So who owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
And who named it the Whirling and Rags?
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
Song?
Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
Oh yeah, and then our ashes will fly from the aeroplane over the sea.
I don't know this song.
That's Neutral Milk Hotel. I think I played it for you once, and you were really put off by Jeff Mangum's voice.
I do not like Neutral Milk Hotel. I will admit that.
Yes.
In fact, every time the mountain goats comes up in conversation, I reflexively have fucking mountain goats. And then I take a stock for a second. I realize I don't actually know any songs.
I don't know what they sound like.
I don't know any songs by the mountain goats. I'm thinking Neutral Milk Hotel in my head instead. And those two have become synonymous for some reason. What about the other cafeterias you manage?
What is a basement dive frequented by chain-smoking communists? I can't tell you how sick I am of Kraz Mazov and Ignis Nielsen and all those old ghosts.
Tell me more of Kraz
He's
Mazov.
hesitating, not sure if he should share this information with you. Encourage him.
And the others?
The other is a kebab cart. It's very successful in its way, but it's nothing like the Whirling.
I've actually have since listened to some Mountain Goat songs, and they're fine.
What about them?
He's hesitating, not sure if he should share this
Anyway, I thought we were talking about the Whirling.
I'm sure you've heard the... I forget what the song's actually called, but the I Hope You Die, I Hope We All Die. It's become a very popular meme song recently.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff
It's
tends to
slowly
pass me
growing on
by. I don't really pay
It's
attention to
beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way.
Shall we play DCMA roulette?
it. No.
Even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
I saw that fucking... Well, I saw pieces of that concert that one guy streamed, and just...
See, you're a small creator, which means it doesn't matter. Nothing you do matters. They will just eliminate your account.
No, yeah, well, yes. But also, I think Newbie, I saw Newbie respond to it, and I think he put it best. Like, the big creators are the ones forcing them to make policy changes and fucking over the smaller guys like us.
Yes. Yes, that's accurate.
So maybe stop doing stupid shit like that.
Yes,
So you admit it!
have delivered. I'm sure you'll get a commendation, maybe even a promotion.
Well, good luck to you with this place, then.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
against the doom, it's implied.
Pinball against the apocalypse. Hold on, I do want to find the name of that song, though.
Well, just send it to me. Don't play it on stream.
I'm not gonna. No. It's called "No Children" by the Mountain Goats.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna play it. I couldn't think of the title because it's one of those things where listening to the song doesn't really tell you.
You know, wrap it up. Yes.
I guess Titus.
Yeah, there was something about Titus and like the drug smugglings.
Is back.
It appeared in Moral Oral. Oh, I never watched Moral Oral. I've heard.
You know,
good
that
things.
was a pretty fun show. It could be a little depressing at times, but it's kind of like how it's hard for me to succinctly do it, but it's like religious dogma and suburban America. You know.
Yeah, it's
a child trying to make sense of things.
It's like playing off the old Davy and Goliath cartoons.
Yes.
And everything from fucking Adult Swim at that time was like entertaining and slightly depressing. I loved most of what I've seen, but they had a common theme. I've connected you to the local drug trade, Titus Hardy.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as
That's where we got the Venture
Go
Brothers.
back to Jamrock and ask the
I haven't talked about how much I love that show in the
Your
last 10 minutes and started to itch a little bit.
Precinct 41 kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? We know Ruby was the driver. We know that's your affiliation with her. Detective, you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
No, Kim, you do it. Why don't you do it? You've earned it.
You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
And I mean, it's a lot safer for everyone involved. That's why I've never understood why they don't legalize drugs.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly.
Let me see what he did there.
Unity, of course.
There are still plenty of drugs out there. In fact, I have some in my bloodstream right now.
Enjoy your shitty ride, junkie cop. We still have it under control. All you're doing is contributing to the local economy. It's just a little hitch.
I'm kind of on Titus's side with this one, though.
Yeah, there's always going to be little sprouts. People find a way to make coin, but that's the little picture. Hardy boys are taking care of the big picture.
Titus is also kind of high up on my favorite character chain.
Theoretically.
He's warming to me. He comes off as just the biggest piece of shit at first.
Yeah, he is. Well, he has to do that to keep his position.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Is this Ruby the Eighth Hardy who runs this thing for you?
You sure do love long walks through Theory Town, don't you?
I do. It helps me keep my svelte figure.
Thirsty for beer. Got any less theoretical questions, Calp?
What kind of beer?
He's practically saying yes. A yes to everything you said.
I talked to Joyce. Oh, right. They don't know. The Merc's friends are
They don't know about that. Do you want them to know?
You mean his
Well, they know now.
from Crenell.
Sorry for that. I'm waiting for a phone call from my doctor, so I have to keep my phone on.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
They're forming some sort of tribunal, and they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. All the people.
Look, if the shit goes down unexpectedly, most immediately we're going to need muscle. Yeah. Like, I don't know how the law works here, but, like, if I can deputize these fuckers, then that's at least something.
Let them come. The Hardy boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Don't fuck with Glenn.
Yeah. I will oil the machine.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole Merc platoon.
Do you know that a single Surrey's giant horde can kill 40 bees a minute?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Goddamn right.
I really thought you were going to stick with that.
I don't want to discourage them. Plus...
Terrarium. He's really trying to salvage something out of it.
Those mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Well, they pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
I'd like a more definite answer than that.
Unsure phrasing.
Yeah.
See what? That they don't?
Yeah. Like you've been up against ceramic armor. You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
Because he got shot in the mouth.
Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody's controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
This place is bad news, man.
So are the local gangs, the fucking Barmy Army, and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals with decades of combat experience. They are not a gang or a Barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. Don't forget, we're listening in on their communications. Their shit.
I did not know that. Or I did not remember that I knew that.
What do you mean? Okay.
Okay. I'll be on your side when they come. Okay, you got one more gun on your side. Once I find mine. I lost it.
We don't need you or your lost gun. We all have our guns. We'll just use those if it's okay with you.
Lost gun or not, you're going to need help.
He's so annoyed that you said that.
Okay.
But I got his approval.
Believe it when I see
And then you lost it.
And then I immediately lost it.
Appreciates it, but can only accept it conditionally.
Maybe I should find the other half of the armor, too. I've got the foots and the torsos. So I need what? The arms and the helmet? I don't know where they would be.
What are we missing? The gloves?
The gloves and the helmet, I guess? I have the boots and the cuirass. Quirus. Schrodingerger, you know this shit. How do you pronounce that? I don't think I've seen the other bits anywhere.
So, because I've seen a lot of this game, and I've never seen anyone get the gloves before, I decided to look it up just now.
Mm-hmm.
I got some bad news.
Did we miss it?
Yeah.
Where is?
According to this guide, we can only get it during day 3.
Oh no.
After closing the floodgate. Then you talk to Lily, who is Lillian's daughter. Remember talking to her?
The two little kids playing on the...
Yeah, and the little girl's inside.
Yeah.
Try talking to her. Let's see if it happens.
Let's go see. Because the day 3, there's a lot of misinformation on the internet. There's a lot of misinformation on the internet. Don't listen to certain people.
This is from Game Guides.
Pulling a random...
GamePressure.com.
Ooh. I miss official strategy guides. I still have my collection. They look nice on a shelf.
I wonder what you could probably make a really interesting guidebook for this game.
That would be thick as fuck.
Put a bunch of work into it,
Yeah, that'd be...
like if every game could have a guide as good as, like, Earthbound's guide.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's, like, both a fan guide for the game and also, like, an informative guide for the game.
Yeah, no, this one I could see, like, doing a history of Revachol kind of situation.
Yeah,
like
presented
because you would need an encyclopedia's worth of space to put it all in, too.
No, that was the right one. Yeah, I think you had it right.
The kid inside the house. Yeah, I know. Hey, you.
There she is.
Hello, mister.
Are you Lillian's daughter?
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom?
Yeah, we met earlier.
That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything.
What's that you're holding there?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Oh no, Lammy looks like he's falling apart.
Lammy has lived a long life. Lammy was a...
Revolutionary?
Yes! Lammy was a revolutionary.
Is the glove inside the lamb? Do I gotta steal this little girl's toy?
No.
It's Lammy.
Lambie is a stuffed
Lambie
I don't
looks
see.
soft.
I don't see
Very soft.
the option.
I'll press my
Isn't
cheek
he
against
soft?
Lambie. Do you know anyone named Ruby?
Ruby.
Reluby, yes.
My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or like, sometimes I can, but then
kids.
So I had speech therapy as a kid, but I couldn't do TH sounds.
Oh, yeah.
That was really easy compared to two of my friends who couldn't pronounce the R sounds.
Bye!
I felt really bad because
Is that the
my thing,
phasmid?
once I got the
It looks
idea
like
of
the phasmid
putting your tongue
leaning
between your
against
teeth
the
for
wall.
a TH sound, it was just really easy.
Wait, what if this is the fishing rod situation all over again?
I'm gonna sneak up on the phasmid.
It's not the phasmid. It's not even organic. It's a fire iron.
Of course it
How
was.
disappointing.
Oh. This is what I get for trying. I'm not even a
Following
good
your
cop.
instincts, your destiny. You're meant to find the phasmid. Just maybe not here.
I don't think it's here.
Oh no, I can't get the armor. That'll be a different playthrough, I suppose. That'll be my fascism playthrough. It makes sense for the fascist to have the armor. Then I'll match the other... Can you just, like, join the mercenaries when they come and be like, ah, yeah, fuck this town, smash?
I don't think so.
I wonder how much latitude you have with that. What else we got? This is all main quest shit. So yeah, it looks like the church, and then I guess we can read some book. And that's pretty convenient considering our 10 o'clock appointment is over this way as well.
I'm going to step out for a little bit. I'll be right back.
Do it. I will meet with my associates. Egghead, what you got?
Good morning, comrade! Yeah! Harder, car!
That sound was crazy.
It was awesome and scary. Very hardcore. Too hardcore, in fact. I couldn't control it at all.
What happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left. Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Extreme!
Inside your chest, the heart beats still with the after effects of the sound. Imagine if you could harness that power, making it pulse.
What if this is the answer to Van Eyck's jam?
Oh! But how?
What about the compressor? The one with the spiky hair was setting up to achieve some sort of parallel processing.
Give me 1 second on that. Actually, let's give our dance ability one last shot while we're still on drugs. I got points. I got points for days. Look at all them points. Oh, those are because of the drugs.
It's good to see you.
Let's see. 8. We need an 18. I need 9 or more.
You close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange
6.
music into life.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Puts a grin on your face just to think about it. Even if salvation.
Goodbye.
I'm getting skill points for fucking days. Let's go. I need 9. Now I need 9. I needed 10 last time. Okay, I did math wrong, but now I need 9.
You close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should put down.
5.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure with the fused together spikes, but it looks like he's balding.
Or is it because you're balding?
Balding, yes. I want to show my hair. I don't give a fuck how old you think I am. I'm 20.
How old are you, Andre? Not 20.
Yes, it is, man. Absolutely. Goodbye.
Let's see, what's our points looking at? Let's do 1 more.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
8 or more. Let's go.
You close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange music into life. Put salvation.
Dancing appears to have failed us. Anyway. Interfacing. That's what we need over here. Gloves. That's it. I thought we had more for interfacing than that. And we got drugs. We're pretty good.
Good morning, comrade. Yeah! Harder, car!
9. Okay. Alright, we need a 7. Go 7!
Side chain the...
Oh, God! Exactly 7. Side chain it. Fuck yeah.
You can use the compressor to select between which track it's compressing, either the auxiliary signal or the main input from the tape. Make it alternate between the signals. The compressor controls the gain based on the level of the signal on the aux sidechain input. It will allow maintaining a loud sound without peaks that fill up all the headspace.
Okay. Do that.
Sidechaining it, you said?
Then he puts on his headphones and his eyes go wide, wider than they've ever gone on drugs. He starts jumping up and down with bliss in total silence, still listening to his headphones.
Hey, what did you do to Egghead, Cop Man? Did you?
Just wait.
Did we break Egghead? What happened?
Just wait and see.
Are you ready, pussy?
Noid straightens his back, ready for the beat.
I was born ready, Egg.
I gave him the bass.
You gave him a bass?
You know, the bass that almost killed the world.
Oh, you completed the song?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I don't think I ever did this.
Still can't dance, though.
It's glorious. The speed freak dances on the stage, intensely waving his hand in the air.
Like he just don't care?
This is beauty! This is life!
What in the world is going on?
This one is for the Anodic generation.
Introducing the ultimate sound!
We have tamed the sound, made it our own.
God damn it. This dance club idea might just work out.
DeLorean Church! The place to be! Pump it! Pump it!
This is it. This is a new era. The fabric of the world has been irrevocably altered. Who will be the innocence of hardcore Anodic dance music?
Does that give me bonus points on the dancing?
Maybe.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Oh, but my drugs wore off.
Okay, we can do more drugs.
We can do more drugs. First, let me talk to Noid. Actually, no. Let me try it now, because if Noid also gives me a bonus on the dance check, then that way I'll get 2 attempts. Where are my drugs? Where are my drugs? Am I out of drugs? I'm out of meth.
Wow, you actually used it all.
This is a problem. I need more meth. Let me talk to Noid.
Unless it's in your hands.
No, my hands are empty.
I can't believe you got us in.
With wonder in his sharp eyes.
Can you get me drugs?
Between you and me, I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority.
You are meth cooks, right?
You came through for the hardcore underground.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes on the church floor, sweating profusely. Estelle using her contact mic to listen to a tree underwater. The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the bass. Sire, the tent. 'Twas a security risk. And in here, sanctuary. 'Twas only noble of you.
I did it for mankind. For all of mankind.
I don't believe you actually think you did it for all mankind. But whatever keeps you in high spirits is okay by him.
So what's with the clothes?
They're hardcore.
That's
They're
it?
just clothes.
I thought there would be more to it.
Nah, it's just a vest of suspenders made to resemble a human rib cage. Plus some lady clothes to piss off the sex system. Now tell me about that hardcore necktie. It's fucking primal.
It makes me party harder. It's my friend and accomplice.
And you've partied very hard for a very long time, haven't you? It looks like you're trying to hang yourself with it. So large, too. So many different patterns. It's crazy, man.
Is today the day? Do we finally do it? Do we get to drink the forbidden juice?
This speed freak has shown you is partly because of your style. He's probably not like that with everyone.
Respect to the man!
Noid, what do you think about the church?
It's a miracle of carpentry. Their bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more.
How you feel about the glasswork?
I don't. Fuck her giving me the evil eye.
That's her innocent story. Never mind. Getting some real negative vibes from her, too.
We have to get rid of it. Dismantle it. Can't dance with a giant mass murderer looking at ya. Not a good look for the club.
Mellow, man, mellow. No one's a mass murderer. This is a house of love. Mass murder on the floor.
Egghead doesn't care. Would you say she was, human?
I like this question, Cop Man. She did not live the life of a human. She lived like someone who's playing a game. The life of an operator. That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. And they do not think I'm innocent or some shit like that.
They hate me too.
They loved her. They put all their love in her and forgot all about the rest of us.
I'm a big fan of resettlement programs or something. I do feel there is something terrifying about her.
She is a party repellent and must be taken down before we can begin partying in here.
Destroy the window.
Will do.
No, Noid. Stop twisting my melon, man. People are gonna love it. It'll be our thing. Plus it keeps the cold out.
No, smash it. Can I smash the window? Smash the window.
There is. She is a party repellent and must be taken down before we can begin partying.
The speed freak looks the same way.
Damn it.
It is dark there in the back of the church.
I don't think I can smash the window.
For a moment, the music echoes strangely. What a strange choice of words. Caustic, overflowing with negativity. That can't be healthy. What's happening here? Why do you keep coming back to this window?
I don't know.
Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't come back to this anymore. Stop talking about it, please.
Let's talk about something else. I mean, the window's already mostly pretty fucking smashed.
The mother of humanism stands above.
The old woman in the village was right. It's a minor landmark.
We did this already.
Of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had room.
Okidodo.
A touch of absurdity there.
Okay, well, I think...
Dance?
Oh, yeah, dance. Forgot about the dance, because I had no drugs.
Well, we can get drugs and come back.
Yeah, let's come back when we have drugs.
Where did we get drugs from?
I don't remember. I stole some from Kuno's shack. I don't remember where I got the pills from. There's gotta be meth somewhere in this town. I was hoping Noid would have given me some, because, they make it. Maybe I gotta give him a day?
An old door worn by elements. You rattle the handle a bit, then push.
That didn't happen.
With all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
How do we get in there?
Don't get in there.
We get into everywhere. We got into the light-bending guy's house. You said we can't get in here?
You're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
I can't accept that fact, and I don't appreciate this kind of meta-judgment. Who are you, Toby Fox?
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
This door could be part of the investigation. I'm not going to accept this.
No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
At least you can think about opening it. About doors in general.
Thought gained.
They are.
One more door.
Fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful will come from this.
Let's see. I got a couple of new thoughts. cleaning out the rooms. No temporary research bonuses. One more to... Alright, alright. Let's see. Well, we're done with Arno Van Eyck. I think we can afford to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Bumps up certain... Actually, that bumps a lot of things up to 6, right? And there was... Shivers up to 6. Oh, okay, Shivers doesn't go up. Well, definitely need that. Suicide of Krasmazov. I don't really need my morale to be healed anymore, and I can afford that rhetoric to go down. Because I want to see what these are. Alright, is it book time?
Might be book time.
I think it's book time. Look, all of my tasks can fit on a single page now.
So 2200 is when we need to go.
Okay. Those degenerate chickens. Now I can turn my phone off.
Well, wait, isn't that a game where the chickens are the police?
The chickens are... Chicken Police, Paint It Red, is, yeah, it's a murder noir story. You play 2 chicken cops, set on a case by a sexy femme fatale cat lady. That's
okay.
all
So it's
I
extremely
know.
noir.
It's very noir. Yeah, of all the cat ladies in all the world, why did she have to be the one that walked into my office? That kind of thing.
You close your eyes.
8.
Unce.
Your brain to wonder, where did that little fluttering light go?
Total darkness. You sink down the darkest fathoms of your own personal deep, vertebrate by vertebrate, through the unformed skulls of your mind.
That's not what the... Never mind.
Here it will begin.
What was that about unformed skulls?
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every vertebrae in your spine is an unformed skull ready to pop up and replace the old one. Like shark teeth. The one you're currently in has a little brain forming in it, waiting for its turn.
Is that true?
I don't think that's accurate.
World.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god. Is that true?
Yes, it's all true. In the spinal cord.
What is happening?
From what I can see, it's about to bust a move.
Where'd the music go?
Oh, don't worry. The music's still there. It's you who is gone.
No, really. Why can't I hear anything?
This is a pivotal moment. Try not to piss yourself. Nothing. Just the immaculate silence of your spinal fluid. Electrified.
Where did the church go?
Who fucking cares?
I'm scared.
Good. You should be.
Bust a move.
Hardy, do you even know what's happening on the surface? Maybe 1,000 years have passed. Or maybe you started spazzing out like 2 seconds ago.
I don't think spazzing out is an appropriate. Okay, never mind.
With your eyes still closed,
I don't think that's PC, buddy.
all the way back in the pivoting darkness of your own torso is warmth. You have become a triumph of rhythmoplastics, somewhere in a smelly wooden church on the coast of Revachol. The wounds from the war you waged on your body are healing, twist by twist, turn by turn.
Did I just dance away years of drug and self-abuse?
You must have touched upon an entirely new way of moving the human body. Every motion is pumping your brain full of endorphins. Open your eyes to the pioneering glory of hard style.
Hard style.
You have become a flawless interlocking mechanism, a flesh and bone approximation the speaker set of the one.
I've never seen this before.
Entirely imbecilic, without pity or fear.
Let's just let him have his moment.
Free from self-awareness, no deliberation, only, and I mean only, execution.
Oh my god! No way!
This is really happening!
His reel-to-reel mixer blasting the anthem of a future that will never come. The young man observes your moves for a second. He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drip chucks into the corner and explodes into dance.
Dance! No! Kim, get in here!
What's going on here? Delinquents.
This is clearly a Code 31 emergency.
Code 31! Code 31!
Lieutenant squeezes the bridge of his nose. The lights reflect off his glasses. He's obviously having trouble adjusting to this new reality.
The Code 31 emergency? Really?
Officer in need of assistance on the dance floor!
Crosses his arms with a bemused look.
What's happening?
I have become Dance, the destroyer of worlds.
Good for you. Rock on, then.
I have called to you to dance.
What?
Authority, legendary.
Don't let the lieutenant leave. Oh.
Don't leave this thing. Yeah, this is what we're getting.
All right, let's do it. Yes!
9.
Lieutenant, I am going to pull rank on you one time, and that time is now. I assure you, I am not. Get your groove on, Lieutenant. That's an order. I said get your goddamn groove on. Boogie woogie.
Okay, you psychopath. I see what you're doing there. It's jacked up footwear. Plus, is that Ubi folk dancing? Nah, it's not Ubi folk. It's hardcore. Yeah. Whatever.
Let's see the moves.
I did 15 years in the juvenile crime unit. I can do age inappropriate. Now, check this shit out.
Begins to heel kick. It's reasonable to fear.
Oh my god.
We have won the game.
The church roof down on all of you. It doesn't look like you give a shit either.
Dance, it's the law.
Bounces up and down. With some sort of waving motion. The authority of the law is clearly unquestionable.
Estelle, what are you doing?
The young woman lifts her headphones up slightly and raises her chin, looking at you expectantly.
Asil, aren't you going to dance?
No, recording.
The lead programmer throws the other young woman a knowing glance before turning her attention back to her own work. She's still at her mainframe, pressing buttons, reading printouts, but she started nodding her head along to the music.
What else can I do? This limit needs breaking.
The dynamic motion of your flailing body is bordering on the extreme. You're going off the charts. You feel as if turning on the hyperdrive will be a point of no return. Feels almost mental. Are you sure you have the entire posse along for this?
Yes.
Here we go again. Hardcore fills the air. The sound above my head.
What now? The sound of your what?
Above my hair, man.
Okay, this is too imbecile. Excuse me.
Hyperdrive.
Shivers.
On the coast of the Martinez Inlet, in a small weather-beaten stone church built 380 years ago by settlers from the Occident, most likely to guard against an anomaly at its center, an officer of the RCM is contorting his body into idiotically rigid shapes as he invents the future of dance music. It's the hardest anyone has ever danced.
What is this strange feeling I keep having?
I am La Revacholière. I am the city.
What do you mean you're the city?
I am a fragment of the world spirit, the genius Loki of Revachol.
We have danced so hard we have communed with the city itself.
My heart is the wind corridor. The bottom of my hair is red. I have 100,000 luminous arms. Come morning, I carry industrial dust and let it settle on tree leaves. I shake the dust from those leaves and onto your coat. I've seen you. I've seen you. I've seen you with her. And I've seen you without her. I've seen you on the crescent of the hill.
How are you talking to me?
The modulations of my voice are noted down with thermometers and barometers. You feel me in your nostrils, on the little hairs on the back of your neck. I also reside in your lungs and vestigial organs. Everywhere there is space.
But who am I? Why are you talking to me?
You are an officer of the citizens' militia, Jaunt and Rebut. When you wear your coat, you wear my soul. You move through my streets freely, in motor carriages and on foot. You have access to the hidden places. You also circulate among those who are hidden. I need you. You can keep me on this earth. Be vigilant. I love you.
An officer of the RCM is lying on the floor of a small church with his eyes rolled back and his tongue lolling out. Several others are standing around him. He slowly comes to.
Had a good rest there?
I spoke to the city!
Fuck yeah! I
Fuck
bet you
yeah.
did. Those were some advanced moves, man.
That's all great, but we should really get going. We spent enough time doing aerobic exercise for today.
Whatever. I got Kim dancing. That was the best thing this game has ever
You
done.
might be imagining it, but it feels like Egghead turned the volume down. Such is his respect.
Man! Now, man! Now, imagine if we could do that, right? But with like 1,000 people. End of human development. Mission complete.
Right, ecstatic.
All right.
You're absolutely beat. Muscles relaxed and feet like noodles underneath.
I'm going to fall down now.
Goodbye, officer.
As far as I know, that's everything in the church.
That was fucking brilliant.
That was great. I never put the song together either.
I hope those speed freaks and that one lonely computer programmer are happy together. Also, Crapman. Oh, I wish we could have gotten Crabman down on the floor. That would have been good. So I've never read a book before.
Uh-huh.
How do books?
So you take it, you use it into your inventory, and it passes time as you read it.
Okay. I had a thought that, like, you had to be at a bench.
Nope.
Dick Mullen. And the Mistaken Identity.
In your hand, you hold Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity. The brittle paperback feels fragile to the touch. The cover features a pastiche of different scenes. In the foreground, a man in a dark overcoat clutches a pistol to his chest. Rising up behind him are two silhouettes wrapped in a passionate embrace. The tagline reads, Detective Dick Mullen must prove his innocence after an old friend is murdered by someone who looks just like Dick Mullen. Needless to say, it violates nearly every RCM regulation for a detective to investigate a murder in which he is a suspect.
Are you really reading that, detective?
I really need to know who this Dick Mullen guy is.
Good luck finding it. He's not much of a character, I think you'll find. Just a stand-in for the reader.
The point is for the reader to feel like they're solving the crime along with Dick Mullen. A crude narrative convention, but no less effective for it.
Read the book.
The story opens with a knock at the door. Detective Dick Mullen is greeted by an old friend, Charlie Spillane, who's come to Mullen to ask a favor on this dark and cold night. Spillane needs Mullen to drive him in from Vespa to a small town along the Insulindian coast. Despite his friend's apparent agitation, Mullen does as he's asked, then returns home where he passes out drunk, as he does most nights.
So, this has to be intentional. Mickey Spillane was an author of pulp noir detective stories. He had a main character named Mike Hammer. They were pulp. They were silly, nothing books. There was a series of movies in the 70s, maybe the 80s. I forget when exactly. Starring Stacy Keach. My dad watched them when I was a kid. He liked them a lot. They were fun. I was 8. I don't know if they'd hold up as an adult, but they were fun when I was 8.
An extremely unprofessional and hurtful stereotype that's offensive to all upstanding officers of the law, but also extremely accurate in your case.
I'm trying.
Are you, though?
I can't judge.
2 days later, Mullen is arrested by the Vespa police and charged with the murder of Charlie Spillane. At his interrogation, Mullen learns that Charlie Spillane was shot in a bar in the very town Mullen dropped him off in by a man matching Mullen's description. Desperate to clear his name, Mullen manages to convince the Vespa police to release him for 3 days so that Mullen may solve his friend's murder.
And cops release their prime suspect so he can find the real killer. Are you shitting me?
What's the matter, detective?
I don't think that this person writing this knows much about homicide investigations.
Lieutenant shrugs, resigned to the idea that his profession will rarely, if ever, be accurately represented in art and literature.
Hot fuzz.
They're not shitting you, detective. This is what the writers think passes for police procedure. Of course, Mullen didn't do it. That's the whole premise of the book. Anyway, Mullen returns to the seaside bar where Spillane was murdered and meets a beautiful, mysterious woman named Diana Deneuve. Deneuve reveals that she was Spillane's lover and that he was mixed up with a local amphetamine smuggling operation.
Oh, that was sudden.
Mullen begins pulling at strings, the whole conspiracy begins to unravel. Not only is the local police captain in on the amphetamine ring, so is the son of a powerful politician and a strung-out art collector named Torvald, each of whom has his own reasons for wanting Spillane dead.
Okay,
One
let's get
evening,
on with the story.
Diana Deneuve comes to Mullen's hostel room in tears. The two of them drink half a bottle of vodka, and soon they're seeking comfort in each other's arms.
Uh-huh.
Yes, comfort and pleasure. The warmth of another human's touch. The burning taste of liquor on her full, sweet lips. Well, that testimony won't be admissible any longer.
How does Mellon expect to solve the murder if he's sleeping with witnesses?
Man's a prosecutor's nightmare. Solving a murder counts for nothing if all the evidence gets thrown out in court over police misconduct. That's just Dick Mullen's modus operandi. He might bend the rules, but he closes cases like no one else can.
Maybe the story will turn around.
Post-coital cigarette. Deanna Deneuve turns to Mullen and says, "By the way, Dick, there was something else I meant to tell you.
I'm the killer.
I love you." Whatever it is, Mullen never hears the words. A blow to the base of his skull knocks him out cold instantly.
Fuck.
When Mullen comes to, Deneuve is dead on the hostel bed next to him. To make matters worse, his clothes are covered with her blood.
Double fuck.
Mullen trashes his blood-stained clothes and flees the hostel, knowing it's only a matter of hours before the cops discover Deneuve's body, if they haven't been tipped off already. Fleeing a crime scene, destroying evidence. Even if Detective Mullen didn't commit the murder, he should be facing years behind bars. Dick Mullen won't be sent to the clink for the sake of some legal niceties. The heat is on. If Dick Mullen can't solve both murders before the cops catch up to him, he's going away for life. Can you solve the case before the cops close in?
I have questions.
What is it, Detective?
Why does everyone die?
It's a dangerous line of work, but somebody has to do it. That's why Dick Mullen never lets anyone get too close.
Why bother solving crimes when the world is so evil?
Is it really so evil, Detective?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking evil.
Then why are you still here?
Because I don't want to let Kim down.
Just make sure you don't lose him. You'll not find another like him. It's true in more ways than you know. But then, what does this book know? It's just a poorly made piece of pulp garbage made to be consumed and discarded.
I figured it out.
So, who did it, Detective? Who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve?
The politician's twat son.
Could be. Who knows? Only one way to find out.
Finish the book.
You begin furiously flipping through pages.
It's always the slimy, spoiled rich kid.
Follow a series of well-worn tropes. You find yourself completely engrossed. You're turning pages so fast, you don't even notice the ancient spine coming unglued. You try to grab the pages as they come loose, but your fingers aren't quick enough.
Oh no!
They're gone. Dozens of pages scatter across the ground. The last fifth or so of the book seems lost.
Dick Mullen,
it's possible that you could gather and reassemble the pages, but it would take way too long.
Stupid old horse glue.
Yes. The problem with mass-market paperbacks. They are not made to last. Perhaps this is a sign that you should get back to solving your own murder, huh, Detective?
Don't forget, it could have been the delirium tremens. In your hand, you hold 4/5 of Dick Mullen and a mistaken identity.
Oh man, that only killed like an hour though.
Okay, let's go back to the bookstore then.
One more door.
All right, what do we got here?
There is no way to open the supply depot door.
Yes, I can.
It. You cannot open all the doors. You have to integrate this into your character. Some doors will forever remain closed. Even
you cannot 100% this game. Get it through your thick skull, me.
Maybe to a key, or maybe to some sort of tool meant for opening doors. But this one will never accede to such commands. A realization crucial to personal growth. Crucial.
I'm feeling very judged. Okay.
Nah.
Yeah.
We can ditch this one.
Well, let's see what, so all the ones... Oh, they're all down here. Oh, once we get rid of them, they're gone.
Yeah. It's alright, we'll probably find another one at some point.
Oh, well, what's the bow collector?
Oh, we have the bow collector now? What's that?
find out in 6 hours. Do I have other books?
You have the book about cockatoos.
Cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest.
You're an erectile crest.
Islands and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues. This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as
We appear to have already read this book.
the most popular
Oh.
species. This
okay.
You're right. Out. Not
And
the
it
great.
doesn't
Let's
seem
see.
like reading it again. Oh, maybe. We've got the 16 days of coldest April. 2 lovers during a period of ethnic unrest in Eurograd.
You stare at the now familiar.
Oh, we already read this book too.
You hold in your hand the colorful primer. The title reads, A Primer for Small Kids. There's a bear involved.
Perfect!
This book will show you the score. Get you oriented with those basic concepts you appear to be hazy on. The anthropomorphic bear will give you the lowdown of your life. The alphabet.
Flip through the pages.
Every page has one word designating one letter of the alphabet with a faded illustration. Most of them are scientific and cultural principles. It goes as follows.
Let's do this.
A is for azimuth. B is for Boreas. C is for cosine. D is for diamite. E is for ellipse. F is for phlogiston. G is for gamete.
Did you ever hear that Bare Naked Ladies song?
H is for homeboy. I is for econ. J is for Eura. K is for collapse. L is for laudanum. M is for myriad. N is for nadir. O is for aureole. P is for perihelion.
Yeah.
Q is for quasar.
Oh, there's a
It's for
bench near the
rhododendron.
whirling and rags we can sit
S
on,
is for
and we can
sinus.
choose to pass like an
T
hour there.
is for tricolor. U is for ultra. V is for vector. W is for Wahrheit. X is for xylophone. Y is for Ustava. Z is for zenith.
That all you got?
That's it. You know the alphabet now.
Hooray! Kim, I know the alphabet now.
Good. I also know the alphabet.
It is a very useful skill to have, he thinks, for all sorts of life activities like reading and
Other stuff. The Bare Naked Ladies wrote an unconventional alphabet song. I highly recommend looking it up. It is funny. Oh, wrong way. Wait. Let's see if the fast travel is feeling generous at the moment. Nope. There's also Uncle Shelby's ABZs. The book where he's trying to get children in trouble with their parents. Shel Silverstein was a weird man. Wasn't he like a combat sniper in Vietnam or something? Like in addition to everything else?
I don't know.
I've heard that about Mr. Rogers, but I've heard that's what you call it, one of them urban legends, common misconception-y type things. But I think in Shel Silverstein's place, it was true. Come, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We must off to Dilly Dally.
Is that the bench? That might be the bench.
The one by the car here?
Yeah.
I don't think I can select it. Very strongly anti-war and smoked all of the weed. Oh, okay. I must be thinking of someone else then. Oh! Bob Ross was in the Air Force. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. I don't recall. I can definitely see, I have no trouble.
You can only do this when Kim isn't with you. I'm sorry.
Oh, son of a bitch. Well, guess just gonna buy more books. Buy more books. Buy more books. Shel Silverstein did? Wrote A Boy Named Sue? I did not know that. What have we got?
We could buy the D&D game.
Rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extreme.
Oh yeah, we could buy the D&D game. That'll probably kill some time.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous.
If you say so, but you better stay away from those immoral occult rituals.
What about these Weral things?
There. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
Look, it's me. I'm from the 80s. Satanic Panic.
Wonderful choice, sir. A wholesome family game.
Yeah, you would say that.
Large letters on the front form a title.
We're gonna play it right here in the middle of your fucking store.
The box is illustrated with bucolic vistas. The cover art also features odd-looking humanoids. Some short, some taller, some with pointy ears, others with ephemeral wings.
Look at the box.
Underneath the title, in smaller typeface, reads 3rd edition, Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel adds a sword and sorcery adventure board game with new maps and miniatures.
Cool, cool. 3rd edition was when D&D started becoming more, like, simplified to be more accessible to a wider general audience, so good start there.
Mysterious things rattle inside. What could they be? Dice? Plastic miniatures? A fantastical alternate world full of magic and wonder? None of that witless man from Heimdall, fascist dross. Hidden behind faux realistic allegory, Weral is no cliche-ridden apologia for colonial violence. Weral is pure imagination.
Look at the back.
A blurb on the back reads, tired of the tedium and toil of modern life? Escape to Weral. Leave behind e-solas and nations with their petty squabbles. Discard electricity, magnets, and boring technological widgets.
Discard
Succumb
magnets.
to a world
Reject
of high external
magnets.
fantastique. Unleash your imagination and create an adventure of endless possibilities. Discover the terrible secret threatening Weral. Can your band of adventurers save the world?
We're ready for the challenge.
Exactly. That's the spirit. All you have to do is read an intricate rulebook, study an assortment of maps, unfold the illustrated game board, and start rolling dice.
Hooray!
Hell yeah.
You could be
That all
walking
sounds
through
incredible.
grasslands with low-level characters, hunted by Iskala riders, or battling unspeakable monsters in endless dungeons fraught with danger and despair, conjuring up forceful magics to aid your quest.
Yeah, D&D 2nd edition was all sorts of, like, esoteric interlocking bullshit that you constantly need to do. Check. I've tried figuring it out. I have a bunch of second edition books.
Don't forget
I can't get my head around it.
Physical confrontation with your friends.
Don't do that. Third edition is a lot of arithmetic and fucking lots of big complicated spreadsheets.
Beer. Lots of beer.
And beer.
Most importantly, never forget to rage quit if the dice don't go your way.
Open the box.
You pry open the box. Inside you find a folded up map, a small booklet, a 24-sided die, and a little plastic figurine.
Look at the map.
A reprint of a crude hand-drawn map. The top left corner reads, Lands of Wirral. The map features both small villages and mid-sized towns with odd names, in addition to meadows, forests, hills, lakes, and seas, also with odd names.
Yeah, typically when it comes to like tabletop stuff, if you're looking for like a big like numbers and math and rolling and that kind of a thing, I'd recommend Pathfinder or Starfinder. But honestly, I've gotten more into Apocalypse World systems now, where they're very low mechanics and easy for storytelling, like low to mid mechanics, depending on the game, the specific game you're playing.
It doesn't seem to correspond with anything you've seen thus far. It's not a very helpful map. A quick guide to the magical races of Wirral. Create your own hero, choosing from any of these completely unique and fantastical backgrounds. The options are in order of importance. The Welkin, the Dweorg, the humans, the fairy folk, and the pygmies.
Tell me about the Welkin.
The Welkin, tall, lithe, and graceful, with long flowing hair and pointy ears. They're known for being powerful magic users, but can also hold their own in a brawn-driven fight. The Welkin come with a variety of exciting sub-races. High Welkin, Forest Welkin, Lake.
Hey dog, is any of this like enticing you into the sexy and fantastical world of tabletop role playing?
Will always do.
No.
What about the Dweorg?
A grand race of industrious mountain people. They're short, stout, and muscular, and enjoy digging for gold and other precious minerals. They're also well versed in the art of combat, where they prefer to use axes and hammers. The Dweorg also come in a few different sub-races. Hill Dweorg, Shield Dweorg, and Dark Dweorg.
What about them? Anything tickle your fancy there?
Keep going.
They're just humans.
Imagine
there to tell.
Elf.
They're average in all stats, and jacks of all trades.
Imagine human being completely average. World of fantasy.
A very small race of flying people, known for being mischievous, full of trickery. They often lure people into their magical traps. There are no sub-races for the fairies. The least popular of the Wirral races, the pygmies, are short, rotund, and dim-witted. Pygmies live in small villages made of shoddy wooden dwellings. They spend most of their days tilling the earth and smoking their pipes. There are no sub-races for the pygmies.
I don't know, that sounds pretty good to me. Farm and get high.
It's made from some sort of wood and has been decorated with peculiar plant motifs.
Ooh, I've got my fancy cursed die.
You don't know much about dice, but this one looks pretty damn fancy. You place the die into your pocket. It's always good to have luck on your side. You see a man in ragged clothes wearing a lopsided hat and wielding some sort of a firearm.
Huh, interesting. A communard.
What now?
A communard. One of the leftist revolutionaries in the anti-centennial revolution.
That doesn't sound very
It is
like.
not. The communards are not a part of the game setting. I guess someone misplaced it during the packaging process.
Does that mean we can't play?
I have a feeling the figurines are more there to set the scene than anything else.
You pick the figurine up by the base to meet your gaze. The little plastic man stares back at you, his face contorted into a disturbing shout. Then you pocket it.
We'll play the game.
The options are in. You stuff it back in.